Hello and welcome into this week's RNN Diecast review right here on Racing News Now. As always, I'm your host, Garth Allen. Thank you once again for joining me today. If this is your first time catching a Racing News Now video, consider going down below to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. On today's Diecast review, you've seen the title, you know what this is. We talked about it a little bit in the past week, so I mean it shouldn't be any surprise that this week's is Ross Chastain's Gateway winning truck from 2019. Really good looking truck here, so let's go ahead and get on into things. Your typical Truck Series race winner box from 2019, nothing out of the ordinary here. Render of the truck here on the front. Other than that, 2019 truck schedule on the back. And then the production sticker, they made 673 of these. What comes in the box? Typical stuff here. Truck Series Race Winner sticker. As well as a race stat card, which seems to be missing something. Typically, there is a picture over here from Victory Lane. For some reason, they neglected to put that on this one. This is probably the most glaring omission from one of these stat cards. I know we've talked a lot about typos and things like that that have been missing from these cards in the past, but how do you miss this picture? Who approved this? Who looked at this and said, yeah, that looks good? There's just a big open area over here on the left side. No big deal. That's normally like that. That's supposed to be like that. Who approved this? I hate to bash on anybody, but come on. Like, how do you miss that? I digress. Ross Chastain CarShield 200 winner, June 22nd, 2019, Madison, Illinois. Started 7th and led 21 laps on his way to a 7/10 of a second victory in this race. On the back, Chastain races to redemption at Gateway. If you remember, this was the race he had won the previous week in Iowa, and that was the race that was supposed to put him into the playoffs, and then got disqualified after the race, so he came back the next week here at Gateway and won this race. And while it didn't fully put him into the playoffs, it was the win he needed and put him very close to being in the top 20 in points. And he obviously eventually did make it into the top 20, putting him into the playoffs, and eventually made it to the championship 4. So, on to the diecast. Good looking diecast this week. I love this CarShield paint scheme. This looks really, really nice. Not a lot of damage here, but a good looking diecast nonetheless. Chevy Silverado on the nose, number 45, Nice Motorsports. The headlights are just a tad bit slanted, as they seem to usually be on these Chevy diecasts. A little bit of rubber buildup you can see in the white here, as well as some confetti making its way to the nose. A little bit more confetti here on the hood, a Chevy bow tie, and the CarShield logo. Gander Outdoors across the banner on the top of the windshield, as well as more confetti on the windshield and on the roof. Number 45 on the roof. Chastain on the back window. Chevrolet and CarShield on the deck lid. More red and silver confetti makes its way to the deck lid. And then a logo for the Trip, the Triple Truck Challenge here on the spoiler. Contingency sponsors here down the driver's side. Number 45. Hard plastic window net, Ross Chastain. 3 winner stickers, as they did keep the winner sticker on there from Iowa, which I thought was pretty funny. Even though the win was taken away, they did continue to put that winner sticker on the truck throughout the rest of the season. CarShield.com, Mobile One, and the American Ethanol ring on the back bumper. Lots of rubber buildup back here. Nice, Silverado, and 45. And one thing I noticed, which I think is really cool, and I think gives this diecast a lot of personality. If you look right here in the dirt on the back bumper, somebody drew a smiley face. And somebody drew something else right here. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be, but somebody drew a smiley face here, which I think is really cool that that made it onto the diecast. That gives this diecast a lot of personality. Even if it doesn't have a lot of damage on it, something like that I think is really cool, and it just gives it a personality. It's different. I've never seen a diecast where somebody had drawn a smiley face into dirt like that. So I think that's really cool. And then down the passenger side, some more confetti's made its way to this side, but otherwise a fairly clean truck down the passenger side. And of course, no passenger side window because it is a short track. But that's your look at Ross Chastain's Gateway winner from 2019. A good looking truck here. Like I said, it's got some personality with that smiley face on the back bumper. And a good looking truck nonetheless, even without a lot of damage. I think it definitely is a good raced version truck. And they made a good amount of them, 637. So there's a good number of them out there if you're still looking for one. I haven't looked to see where they're still available, but I'm sure you can still pick them up in different places, dealers and such, without having to resort to eBay. So yeah, good looking truck here. Next week on Diecast Review, I'm going to let you put your guesses down in the comments for that one. I will say, Jacob, your guess of Bowman's Chicagoland is not correct this time around. We will be doing that one for different reasons. I don't have that one in my possession just yet. I will be getting it eventually, but I don't have that one just yet. So Lionel's been really weird with what they've been shipping to me lately and when they've been billing stuff. So that one I do not believe is going to make it in time for next week's Diecast Review. It will be done, but just not 100% sure exactly when it's going to be done. So you can go ahead and leave your guesses as to what next week's will be. But keep in mind, again, that Lionel's been a little weird with what they've been shipping to me and when. So it may not even necessarily be what you would think the next one in chronological order would be after Bowman's Chicagoland win. And again, remember, we've got all three series to pick from here: Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks. So leave your guesses down below in the comments what you think next week's Diecast Review will be. Got another live stream coming up tonight. Going to be streaming more NASCAR Heat 4 tonight. Had a lot of fun with that on Monday for the first time. So we're going to do that again tonight, as I've got a little bit of time to do that tonight. Keep an eye out for that, probably around 7 p.m. Eastern. Not 100% sure on a time yet, but it'll probably be around then, as that's when it was on Monday when we did that. If you haven't seen the highlights from Monday's stream, I'll link them down below in the description. We had a lot of fun with that, and it'll give you an idea of what you can see tonight on that live stream. So come out, hang out with us tonight with some NASCAR Heat 4, and we'll have a good time. So, what we got? Fontana races this weekend, Xfinity and Cup. Can't promise rewind shows for those, but I'm going to do my best to get those done for you this weekend. Next guaranteed rewind show will be Friday next week, so a week from tomorrow, for the Arca Menard series from Phoenix. So keep an eye out for that. Got lots of fun stuff coming up for you here in the next few days here on RNN. So if you're not already, you need to go down below, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. While you're down there, why don't you hit that big thumbs up button if you like the video. It is much appreciated when you do. But at that, this has been the RNN Diecast Review. I'm Garth Allen for Racing News Now.